Hey everybody, welcome to another day in the life with Ali. Digital Nomad Digest, Where's Ali? So if y'all don't know by now, I am in Kenya and making my way around Africa a little bit in spite or despite this COVID thing that we have going around. And you guys, it has definitely been slowing my progress. So today, though, y'all, I want to do a quick, and not really quick, but a comparison between Kenya and Tanzania. Y'all know I've been in Tanzania for a little over 8 months. Well, technically 8 months because I've been here a couple of weeks. And I've been in Kenya, and I'm going to do some broad comparisons. It's not going to be like which one is completely best because I haven't been here long enough to do a full comparison, but I want to share a few things with you guys because y'all know I did a video right after I first got here to let you know how to get to Kenya or how I got here on the bus and some of the issues that I ran into. But I want to do like some comparisons for you guys and share a little bit. As you guys can see, my garden oasis, you may see a couple of animals running around. If y'all see anything sneak up on me, let me know because they do come up and just pop up. But you may see some activity as they jump through the trees and they play with each other, and all kinds of shenanigans be going on around these parts, right? But it is simply beautiful, and y'all can't see, but right through there is the ocean. So I'm right on the ocean. It's not technically beachfront, but all I gotta do is walk down the path and I'm right at the ocean. So let's get started, y'all. Oh, actually, before I get started, y'all know the drill. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Where's Ali. Share it with your friends, your family, non-friends, whoever. Share with other people. And you know, I am out here, you know, kind of just exploring as much as I possibly can, get around, and looking at different places to mentor, guide, and or assist people who want to move around, whether it's long-term vacationing or, you know, digital nomading, or they're planning on the exit from wherever you are at and you're looking to go to different places. So I would like to share my experiences with you guys. I'll also offer some consultation on travel. You know, obviously there's things that you may be thinking of that I don't answer on these videos, and you may have very specific questions, and I want to be able to share those things with you. So subscribe to my YouTube. You guys can reach out to me. You can also go on my Calendly account, calendly.com, Where's Ali, and schedule some consultation time with me. I'll also put in the comments how you guys can reach out to me. I'll put the links in the comments as well. And then also advertisement. If you guys have businesses that you want to broadcast and or share, you think that it's pertinent for where we are. Obviously most of my viewers are still from the US, but I have tons of viewers from Tanzania. Hopefully I will gain some viewers from Kenya, and then I have viewers from all over. I have my normal New Zealand folks, some people from Switzerland check in. I think I'm going to end up with some German followers as well. As you go around, you'll actually notice that there are a lot of in Kenya there's lots of German influence here. So anyway, let's get started. I think I have, hold on, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 7 with some extras comparisons that I want to share, and these are in no particular order, but you know, just basic things that I can share with you guys about Kenya and Tanzania. So right out the gate, both Kenya and Tanzania are on the east coast of Africa. So we are on the side of Egypt. Ethiopia is on this side, and then you've got your other eastern countries. You've got Dubai, you've got Israel, and everything else going further east. So we're like right on the cusp. It's right on the coast. So one of the things that is important to me is I don't like to be landlocked. If I am going to uproot and start all over, I want to be in a place where I can be close to water. Y'all know I'm a fire sign, but I love water. Like, I need water is like an energy source for me as well. I think it calms my fire. So, which is actually a pretty wonderful thing, you know, I'm a fire sign, really just like go at it kind of person, but I also like that smooth, mellow element that can, give me some peace and solace, so to speak. And so I love places where there is water. And so one of the things is both of these countries are on the coast, the Indian Ocean coast. Kenya is north of, just right, they both share the same border. They're just right north. Kenya is right north of Tanzania, right? So what does that mean in terms of weather? They're pretty much very similar. Kenya may be a little bit chillier, but I think they're very comparable in where they are. So number one, weather. Which one is better? I think they're very comparable. So one of the things that I'll share with you guys, and this is kind of, another one, like a comparison of location. When you talk about weather, you have to really like compare where exactly we're talking. So one of the major cities in Tanzania is Dar es Salaam. The major city in Kenya is Nairobi. Well, you can't compare those two from a weather standpoint because Nairobi is 8 hours inland and Dar es Salaam is right on the coast. And so you're going to get a different flavor in terms of weather right out of the gate, right? So Nairobi is closer to the temperature setting of inland Tanzania. Northern Tanzania is chilly. It's raining a little bit more because it is winter season. Y'all can see this is winter here. It's like 80 something degrees. It is beautiful. Yes, it rains in little spouts throughout the day, but it recovers and you would never know. The tide changes here, so we have to be mindful. There's some tours. We'll talk about some things that I have planned to do here, and all of it is based on the weather. So they actually really look at weather patterns and they look at the moon to determine whether or not the tide is going to be in, whether or not the tide is going to be high or out. And you can have an excursion plan, and we'll talk about activities, but you can have an excursion plan and it can be canceled simply because the moon's setting. Y'all know, meteorologists look at the moon, and it is really awesome. It's so accurate. So weather, I would say, is very similar between Kenya and Tanzania. All right, next thing, activities. Since we're already talking about excursions and stuff like that, which place has more activities? Well, right now I'm on the east coast of Kenya, and so mostly everything out here is, so far, is water related and then historically related, and then they have tons of safaris, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, you want to go on a safari or you want to see animals, it's amazing. In Kenya there's a park and you pay anywhere from 500 shillings, which is Kenya shillings, to I think it's 1400, or if you get someone who's nice, they will give you a break on that price. Just ask nicely. But there is a beautiful park and you can go in, you can actually almost like touch the giraffes. Right now y'all see the little monkey? Just let me know when one of them roll up right here, straight up. That's all I need to know, right? They're quite friendly. That, and then there's a German Shepherd that walks around and keeps guard of the house. So anyway, yeah, so there's a park called Holler Park in Kenya, and it's right on the coast. One second. All right, you guys, I am back. I was running out of space, y'all know. So anyway, there's a park here called Holler Park, and you could basically go and see all the animals and that kind of thing. There's water sports. There's tons of islands. You will see that in Tanzania as well. There are, I think, 2 safaris that are on the coastline in Tanzania, Selous, I think Selous, I think is the name of it. And then there's one other one that I think are closer to the coast, so you can actually do a little safaring and see. But those are fairly new, so they may not have as many animals as you might see at Mikumi, which is how big. Which is at Mikumi, which is about 5 hours inland, or even here in Kenya. Y'all know, y'all have seen Giraffe Manor, that's in Nairobi. There's a couple of other parks that are right along the way, and you can see animals. They've got actually Shimba Hills here, which I'm going to try to check out while I'm here in Kenya as well. So I would say that they fare about the same, because for the most part in Tanzania, and I'm not counting Zanzibar in this comparison, I'm actually counting, really only talking about the mainland, because if you start talking about islands like Zanzibar, it's a hard comparison. I will make some references to the water, what the water looks like in Kenya as compared to what it looks like in Zanzibar or on the mainland. So those are some of the pluses that you'll get if you can kind of combine those things. So right now, I would say that there might be more like right on the coast, mainland activities. You can go windsurfing here. It's not something that I have seen in Dar es Salaam. Even in Kigamboni, I actually haven't seen windsurfing, things like that. You find that in Zanzibar. The reason why I reference and try to separate the mainland of Tanzania from Zanzibar is because there is this 2-hour ferry, and for foreigners that costs us $70 round trip, and so it's an additional thing. So if you're actually planning to live somewhere, do you want to be island locked, or do you want to be landlocked, or on the coast, those kinds of things. So those are things to take into consideration, and those are things that we can talk more about, like if you want to have a one-on-one chat with me specifically about what you need and what you're looking for. So activities, I'm gonna say in the 2 weeks that I've been here, I'm gonna say Kenya has more like attraction type activities on the coast than I have seen in Dar es Salaam. Now, Tanzania has one of the biggest safaris, Serengeti, and there's also access to Kilimanjaro, the mountain in Moshi, and that's beautiful. A lot of people do that. There's tons of waterfalls here. I believe there are as well in Kenya. I'm actually hoping to see one tomorrow, but I believe, from what I understand, the waterfalls in Tanzania are more plentiful and more massive. So I'm going to give the up to Tanzania as far as waterfalls and safari are concerned. But the experience with Giraffe Manor is unparalleled because you can actually feed the giraffes. And I think they're still doing that. I'm surprised with COVID because you can pass disease onto animals by feeding them out of your hand, but I think that they still are allowed. Anyway, those are things to check out. Okay, so since we're talking about activities, y'all, let's just talk about nightlife. Let's just get this on out, right? Most people, age group, let's say 20s, 30s, 40s, almost 50s, we like to go out, whether it's going out to eat, whether it is checking out bars, lounges, different places and things like that. We want to see what opportunities or what options are available in places that you go to, because very few people, wow, there's a really cool lizard, he's got an orange head and a green body. Y'all not gonna see him, he's over there, but I thought I'd share that with you guys. A lot of people want, what can I do, what is there a nightlife? And I'm gonna tell you, so far, because I haven't experienced it here on the east coast of Kenya, I know Nairobi is off the chain. I've already heard and everything, but I haven't been there, so this is kind of an unfair comparison. But I will tell you, Tanzania has everything. And you guys, I'm going to tell you, I was so shocked and surprised they actually have Kazumba there. They have all the sensual dances, salsa, all those things literally right in Tanzania. Very easy, free access to these events, and I can link you up with the people who do those as well. I love dancing, so if you love dancing, that is fantastic. And then the comparison that I say makes Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, better than the east coast of Kenya is you have all of that and you're still right on the water, right? So there's tons of different places. There's pop-up bars, there are reggae bars, there's karaoke, there's all those things, right? And so I'm gonna give a point over to Tanzania's coastline, the east coast, Dar es Salaam main city, as the winner for nightlife, so to speak. Not comparing it specifically to Nairobi, but location-wise on the coast, so far what I've seen, even in Mombasa, I think there's things, but, and we'll get to this, we're going to get to this next, curfews and COVID precautions prohibit a little bit more in Kenya right now. So these are things y'all need to know if you're planning on, you know, possibly coming here long term. And I mean, because everybody wants to get out, you want to be able to meet people. I mean, for the most part, most people want to meet people. You know, you go to another country, kind of not trying to be a recluse. For the most part, I think you want to get to know the locals, get to know other expats or people moving from other places, different things like that, other travelers, digital nomads, whatever it is, you kind of want to get to know people, right? So finding out like where their coffee shops are, where there's pop-up bars, you know, where they're playing sports, if you want to check that out, is good information to know. And I've seen that right all up and down the coast of Kenya, and there's obviously tons of that in Tanzania. And I can actually give you places. I actually have a little guide that I already have on my YouTube, and you can go and check out places that I recommend in Dar es Salaam. And that list, oh, actually, it's not on YouTube, it's in my blog, but I will share that as well with you guys, so you can go and check that out too. Okay. All right, you guys, that is end of part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. Kenya versus Tanzania. Toodles and noodles, peace and air, grace, you guys.